Bonjour French 1 students. Here is your teaching video for the rest of the Unit 4 Entracte, Lecture et Culture. We're going to start on page 188 today and finish up this portion of our book, so through page 191. S'il vous plaît, ouvrez vos livres à la page 188. Le scooter, c'est génial. Je m'appelle Melanie et j'ai 15 ans. J'ai un scooter. C'est un cadeau d'anniversaire de ma grand-mère. Il est rouge et il est très confortable. Ma copine Elodie a une mobilette. C'est une MBK. Nous allons au collège ensemble. Nous avons le BSR et nous sommes prudents. Nous portons un casque et nous respectons la limite de vitesse 45 km/h. Le week-end, nous allons au centre-ville. Nous n'avons pas de problème de stationnement. Quand il fait beau, nous allons à la campagne. Quand nous sommes sur nos petites machines, nous avons l'impression de liberté. Le scooter, c'est génial. So, kind of working through this translation. So, the title is The Scooter, It's Terrific. My name is Melanie and I'm 15 years old. I have a scooter. It's a birthday gift from my grandmother. It is red and it is very comfortable. My friend Elodie has a moped. It's a MBK. We go to middle school together. We have the BSR and we are careful. We wear a helmet and we respect the speed limit 45 kilometers per hour. On weekends, we go downtown. We don't have a problem parking. When it is beautiful outside, we go to the countryside. When we are on our small machines, we have the impression of liberty. The scooter, it's terrific. When she says like the impression of liberty, it means that like she feels free. So they feel like they have freedom because they can go where they'd like on their scooters. So the compréhension vrai ou faux, Melanie a un scooter, and that is vrai. Elodie a un scooter aussi, and that is faux. Elodie a une mobilette. Quand Melanie est un scooter, elle porte un casque. That's vrai. Avec un scooter, on a souvent un problème de stationnement. That's faux. Un scooter, Melanie a l'impression de liberté. That's vrai. Alright, so the difference between a mobilette ou scooter. Modèle MBK Club, couleur noire, gris, bleu, prix 680 €. Modèle MBK Booster Spirit, couleur rouge, bleu, noir, prix 1600 €. So really the difference between a moped and a scooter, we don't see mopeds very often here in the United States, but mopeds have like bike pedals on them, okay? And you can kind of see the reflector of it right here. And for a moped, typically you pedal it to get it started, to get the engine started. Whereas a scooter, typically it has like an electric ignition, and so you just like turn it on with a key to get it to get started. You see obviously too there's quite a large difference in the price, okay, of the two different types of ways that French teenagers can get around. Note culturelle, la mobilette et les scooters. Mopeds and motor scooters are very popular among French teenagers. To drive one, you must be at least 14 years old. If you are under 16, you cannot go over 45 kilometers, about 30 miles per hour. You must also have a license known as the BSR or Brevet de Sécurité Routière, a certificate of highway safety, which you get after a short course of driver's education. And of course, whenever you are riding, you must wear a helmet. So remember, Melanie said that they both had their BSR. The most popular makes of mopeds and scooters include Peugeot, Renault, and MBK, all manufactured in France. The Tow Mobiliette was originally a brand name, which French students shortened to Mob. It now is used to refer to any type of moped. French teens love their mopeds and their scooters, and they take great care of them. During the week, many students ride them to school. On weekends, they use them to go into town to get to their sports clubs or to go for a ride in the country with their friends. So again, a major difference between school in France and school in the United States is in the United States, typically you have the option of riding a bus to school. And in France, you're on your own to get yourself to and from school every day. So what many 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds do because they can't drive until they're 18, many of them have either a scooter or a moped so that they can get back and forth to school and so that they have some freedom. All right, we're going to look at the strategy reading before we read about the letter that Brigitte has written us. The strategy reading, guessing from context. As you read French, try to guess the meanings of unfamiliar words before you look at the English equivalents. Often the context provides good hints. For example, Brigitte writes, Je ne suis pas très grande, mais je ne suis pas petite. Je suis de taille moyenne. She is neither tall nor short. She must be about average. De taille moyenne, of medium height or size. Sometimes you know what individual words in an expression mean, but the phrase does not seem to make sense. Then you have to guess at the real meaning. For example, Brigitte writes that she has deux poissons rouges, red fish. If you guess these are most likely goldfish, you are right. So again, just kind of that things to keep in mind as we look at this next reading and as we do some translating. So we have Bonjour Brigitte. Cher copain américain, je m'appelle Brigitte Lavie. J'ai 14 ans. Voici ma photo. Je ne suis pas très grande, mais je ne suis pas petite. Je suis de taille moyenne. Je suis brune, mais j'ai les yeux verts. Je suis sportive. J'aime le ski, le jogging et la danse moderne. J'habite à Toulouse avec ma famille. Mon père travaille dans l'industrie aéronautique. Il est ingénieur. Ma mère travaille dans une banque. Elle est directrice du personnel. J'ai une sœur et un frère. Ma petite sœur s'appelle Elodie. Elle a 5 ans. Elle est très mignonne. Mon frère s'appelle Matthew. Il a 13 ans. Il est pénible. J'ai un chien. Il s'appelle Attila, mais il est très gentil. Il est plus gentil que mon frère. J'ai aussi 2 poissons rouges. Ils n'ont pas de nom. J'ai un baladeur et des quantités de CD. Je n'ai pas de mini-chaîne. J'ai un ordinateur. C'est un cadeau de ma marraine. Je surfe sur l'Internet et j'envoie des mails. Je n'ai pas de scooter, mais j'ai une mob. J'ai beaucoup de copains, mais je n'ai pas de petits copains. Ça n'a pas d'importance. Je suis heureuse comme ça. Amitié Brigitte. So kind of working through this translation. Dear American friends, my name is Brigitte Lavie. I'm 14 years old. Here is my picture. I am not very tall, but I am not short. I am of average height. I am a brunette, but I have green eyes. I am athletic. I like skiing, jogging, and modern dance. I live in Toulouse with my family. My father works in the aeronautical industry. He is an engineer. My mother works in a bank. She is the personnel director. I have a sister and a brother. My little sister's name is Elodie. She's 5 years old. She is very cute. My brother's name is Matthew. He is 13 years old. He is a pain. I have a dog. His name is Attila, but he is very gentle. He is more gentle than my brother. I also have 2 goldfish. They don't have a name. I have a CD player and some CDs. I don't have a stereo. I have a computer. It's a gift from my godmother. I surf the internet and I send emails. I don't have a scooter, but I have a moped. I have a lot of friends, but I don't have a boyfriend. That's not important. I am happy like that. In friendship, Bridget. So the aeronautical industry that she talks about her dad working in, that would be like designing rockets or aircraft. And a personnel director would be the person, like a human resources person, who would be responsible for keeping records on employees, hiring people, and potentially firing people as well. Toulouse, which is where she said she lived. Toulouse, with a population of nearly 1 million people, is the center of the French aeronautic and space industry. It is in Toulouse that the Airbus planes and the Ariane rockets are being built in cooperation with other European countries. Your homework today is workbook pages 113 to 116. This is the practice for the reading portion of your unit test that's coming up shortly. So typically the directions on this are pretty straightforward and easy to follow. Au revoir, à demain.